In the final days of World War II, Japan was collapsing. Cities were in ruins, the navy was gone, and the army was desperate. But inside Tokyo, an even deadlier crisis was brewing. A group of young, ultra-nationalist officers refused to accept defeat. They believed surrender was a betrayal and decided to overthrow their own government in a last-minute coup, even if it meant imprisoning the emperor himself. This is the story of the night Japan nearly fell into civil war, a night of forged orders, assassinations, secret recordings, and a race against dawn. Before we dive in, tap the like button. It helps the channel reach more history fans. And trust me, the final minutes of this story are unbelievable. Stay with me till the end, because the moment this coup collapses is one of the most dramatic turning points of 1945. On August 14, 1945, Japan's Supreme Council accepted the terms of surrender. For many leaders, it was the only way to avoid complete annihilation. But inside the War Ministry, rage exploded. To the radical officers, surrender was worse than defeat. It was dishonor, humiliation, and the end of everything they believed in. Rumors spread that the emperor was planning a speech, a recorded message, announcing the end of the war to the Japanese people. If that message reached the public, the war would be over. The rebels had just one goal: stop the emperor's broadcast at any cost. Major Kenji Hatanaka, the mastermind of the rebellion, launched his plan at night. His faction seized the Imperial Palace grounds, blocked entrances, and tried to control communications across Tokyo. They assassinated the palace commander, General Mori, after he refused to support the coup, then forged a document claiming Mori had approved their takeover. But the forgery wasn't enough. Most officers still refused to betray the emperor, leaving Hatanaka's group isolated and desperate. Meanwhile, the rebels searched frantically inside the palace for the emperor's surrender speech, a fragile glass recording hidden deep within a labyrinth of rooms. They tore through hallways, archives, even imperial closets, but the record was cleverly concealed by loyalists who risked their lives to protect it. Hour by hour, the rebels were running out of time. Dawn was approaching, and with it, the emperor's planned broadcast. As the sun rose, loyal army divisions surrounded the palace. Senior generals condemned the rebellion, declaring that absolute loyalty to the emperor was non-negotiable. Without broader support, the coup crumbled. Units that Hatanaka expected to join simply refused. The military machine he hoped to control turned against him. Realizing defeat, Hatanaka raced through Tokyo on his motorcycle, trying to print leaflets explaining the coup, one last desperate attempt to justify his rebellion. Moments before the emperor's broadcast, Hatanaka ended his life on the street. The coup had failed completely. The surrender message played as planned. Japan heard the emperor's voice for the first time in history, a calm declaration that the war was over. The failed coup became a symbol of Japan's internal struggle between militarism and survival, ideology and reality, fanaticism and the emperor's authority. If you enjoy deep dive history told like this, hit subscribe. More untold stories are on the way. Do you think Japan would have surrendered without the emperor's intervention? Leave your thoughts below. I read every comment. And don't miss our previous documentary, Europe's Cataclysm, the 30 Years' War. Tap on screen to continue your journey through the turning points of world history.